few days ago, I had a very beautiful conversation with Charlene, the woman that I already had a chance to speak about last time during my first intervention from the web TV of Assisi for Peace TV. Charlene and I, in the past few months, been speaking a lot together about this project of St. Francis and the Peace Garden. 2 days ago, when I spoke with her, we again shared our views about what we would like the garden to be like, and also she asked me a lot of questions about the St. Francis documentary that we're going to make. So we were speaking very freely about these two concepts, and we really found similarities that we have in the view of the peace and the situation of the world at this moment. So we really felt the urge to speed up a little bit and to try to make this our dream true as soon as possible. Charlene Imperatrice, last time I didn't tell you her full name, but she really likes me to do that because her roots are Italians. She comes from Italy. She was born in America, but her ancestors are from Italy. And she's really proud about this because she can feel throughout her roots all the spiritual and the highest level of consciousness of my country. And so it's not by chance probably that we met together and that we found out that we have so much in common in terms of ideas and of dreams, of concepts that could raise some questions at the very least among the people about what should be doing at this moment to try to better the situation. Unfortunately, although media and sometimes our politicians says that everything is okay, that our world is at peace, and yes, okay, there are maybe some problems here and there, but you know, after all, it's part of life and everything. I'm sure we can sense that we are not in the right time. These times are dark. And it resembles to me that these times are very alike with the time in which St. Francis used to live and work for the universal peace. It's the same darkness, the same conflict that we have between our main religion of the West and the religion of the East, but not only. There are materialistic interests, economical, political, and especially there is some sort of deep grudge that people bear inside and that blows up any way and any times there is a chance for them to speak out. But they speak out in a wrong sense. They speak out with violence. They speak out with resentment because there are not possibilities for them to speak in a proper way because there are no places where those people can go and let it out, whatever they have, which is not happiness, but it's sadness, or it's something that they feel inside as a caging force that let them pull them down and don't let them arise, don't let them open up to new consciousness or freedom. Of course, I'm referring to the last happenings in London, and very similar to what had happened in France a few years ago, where people's rage is unleashed because of some event that happens, and then all the rage and the fury of entire communities spread out, and it's uncontrollable. As I said, this very situation is very similar to what had happened at the time of St. Francis, and that's what I was talking to Charlene, and I was telling her, you know, Charlene, the fact that there are no shelters for the spirit or for the body, for these people to go and to try to let out what they really feel, this is the main problem. So, okay, we have religions, we have churches and temples, but maybe it's not enough. Maybe we need to really go back to the very natural spiritual principles of the beginning. So I was telling her, what could be best than build up a peace garden? An oasis of peace and relaxation when people can go and can learn. It's not only praying, it's not only taking shelter from the outside disgraces or dramas, but it's something more. They can go and learn. They learn on the physical and on the spiritual side. And Charlene told me, yes, Diego, this is my same view, and that's why I want to build this peace garden in Assisi as well as in other countries. I would like the peace garden to form a huge worldwide network of, as we call it, peace embassies, shelters or places where people can go and make themselves messenger of this huge principle of peace and open dialogue. No racism, no religious differences, no bias, no differences. Only people who are bound together from a common ground, which is the desire to better the situation in this world. I want to be very blunt on this because there's no reason to hide. And we are living in the darkness, in a very dark times. There are people who represent the light. And you, as well as me, as well as anybody who really share this desire to bring light into the darkness, they can be protagonists of this beautiful project. And that's why I'm addressing to you now, especially to the communities, the vast communities of Italian Americans in the United States. As Charlene explained to me, there are a lot of interesting communities in San Francisco, in Santa Barbara, Chicago, as well as New York City and Boston, all over the States. There you are. You have the same common grounds as Charlene has, and of course, as well as I have. And we together, maybe we can comprehend the importance of this project, which is to unite two different continents, to make, of course, the documentary as well, the Peace Garden in Italy, but not only made up of the Italians, but it has to be a cooperation into the West to open up to the world. I really hope that my message, which is also Charlene's message, can be listened, can be heard about and understood. Because really the energy that I put into this project, Gian Mario Gubbiotti, again, the president of Assisi for Peace TV, and Charlene Imperatrice are putting into this project, all the spiritual and physical efforts, they don't want to be alone. We don't want to be alone. We need cooperation, because only when something is made out of huge community of people, we can really create something that can change the world and the things into the world. I'm also, I need to thank also Stefano Torrese, which is the director of the documentary, for his visionary view of the, I just had a chance a few days ago to read a little bit about his the visions of what the documentary will be all about, and I got impressed because his vision, together with his talent, of course, for images, gave me the right perspective of what I had put in writing about the story of St. Francis. And amazingly enough, this documentary is so much so akin with the Peace Garden concept of Charlene that I really think that we have some higher forces that are guiding us, and they are appointing us as just a part of the maybe a bigger picture. It doesn't really matter at this moment, as long as we have clear in mind that whatever we're doing is for a good purpose, is for the light side, to bring light where there is darkness. And we don't want to be alone in this. We want to be with you. We want you to understand the importance of this project and to help us, to support us in any way you deem it necessary or you're willing to do. We're open up to everything, and we'll be asking you again and again to please help us and to please understand us. The understanding of what we're doing is the first and the most important thing to begin this amazing project of the St. Francis documentary and the Peace Garden. Thank you very much.